One of the most time-honored traditions at St. Joseph Catholic School is the annual Grandparents' Mass, a day in which the St. Joe community gathers to pay tribute to grandparents and say thanks to them. This year, the Mass, as it has in previous years, was a high point of Catholic Schools Week. Bishop Joseph Kopaz believes honoring grandparents is important and significant.
This is a very special tradition here at St. Joe's in the middle of Catholic Schools Week because it always looks back to celebrate so many years.
Bishop Kopaz was joined by other priests and deacons from across the Jackson area for the Mass. St. Joe staff, faculty, students, parents, and students' grandparents filled aisles of folding chairs on the floor of the gym and also the bleachers. The Brim Band played and the choir sang, and in the end, students enjoyed spending time with their grandparents.
For Grandparents' Day Mass because my grandmother Honey is coming, and I'm excited that we get to experience Mass together.
I'm excited to see my Gigi, Nana, and Pop this Wednesday because they live out of town.
Grandparents' Mass in the past has been celebrated at different times of the school year. In recent years, it has become a focal point of Catholic Schools Week, a time when Catholic schools and Catholic families nationwide recognized and acknowledged the importance of a strong Catholic education. On Wednesday, the gym was filled with families spanning different ages, creating a warm and inclusive atmosphere. The Bruin Choir performed hymns that resonated with the theme of family bonds and heritage. The Bruin Band also performed. Grandparents' Mass served as a reminder of the importance of family, with a particular focus on the cherished role grandparents play in passing down faith and traditions.
Grandparents' Mass is a great way for us to honor and appreciate our grandparents. I'm Davis Hammond, reporting from BNN.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And they're off. The rockets, that is. The St. Joe engineering class began studying aerodynamic engineering by launching model rockets on Monday. This was the first step in advance of students building and designing their own rockets for the class for the final project to show that their understanding of this concept. The students will make model rockets that they will launch after Thanksgiving. This week, the students studied how weight and dimensions affected the flight path of objects to create the best rocket possible. Using the research, the class shot off their rockets on the St. Joe practice field.
My engineering kids last Tuesday created model rockets from model rocket kits to be able to prepare themselves to make their own rockets from scratch, where they will be making the nose cones. Like you can see here, they're 3D printing out some nose cones right now. They make the fins themselves. They make all kinds of the different parts themselves, and these model rocket kits really help them to understand the proportions and the ratios that go into the model rockets.
In order to launch the rockets, the students placed their rockets on the launch pad and with the countdown, launched them into the air. As the rockets soared throughout the air, a student from each group measured the angle the rocket launched off using a protractor.
All right, so since we just recently launched our model rockets, it helps us prepare for our homemade rockets, because we now know what type of fins we want to use, what type of fuel, because we are going to essentially cook our own fuel, and we're going to make our own fins, make our own nose cones and stuff such like that.
Afterwards, the students recovered their rockets as the parachute inside the rocket came out and brought the rockets safely to the ground. This project and other projects like it have grown the interest and love of engineering for all students in the class. The students are excited for another project similar to this later in the year. This project helps students understand how to maximize the thrust of their rockets by minimizing weight and using ideal shapes to grow their interest and understanding of engineering. I'm Davis Hammond, reporting from BNN.